Good evening. Good evening. It's showtime now. I always have reservations about these dinners because somehow we're not far removed from church, and that we all come here to hear the speaker, a man such as Mr. Davis, who so brilliantly covered everything. I think that all you niggas need to check yourselves out. I think you're scared to hold this kind of a convention at the Dunbar Hotel. I think that what you worked so hard to buy and put on your back is not worth the Dunbar Hotel. I mean, after all, who would notice you? It's like church because I feel that while you're here, you'll say right on, and 2 hours later after you're outside, it'll be right off. So I say good evening, niggas, because that's what a lot of you are going to be when you leave this room. And I mean the white people sitting there too. Niggas come in all colors. If you think I'm lying, ask Martha Mitchell tomorrow morning. I'm going to support the caucus as long as I live. I may not be an entertainer. I may just be someplace trying to get my family together. I support them because the establishment, the black establishment, for too long has been the entertainers. And black entertainers very seldom get a chance to enjoy what the white entertainers have. That is to be able to go out on the Riviera with sunglasses and float around on a raft. No, because you know, if you saw a picture of me out there on the raft with my sunglasses on, you say, look at that nigga, and we up here struggling. You wouldn't even give me a chance to tell me that I was floating on that raft for y'all. Now I know it's warm in here, and a lot of you after your meal did the natural thing, took a nap. But we're going to entertain you. So I want all the men, if they feel so, please take your jacket off and loosen up your tie. Doesn't make any difference what you look like when you leave here, because you know what they're going to say about us anyway. At a time like this, I think also a moment that's so important, because we may never do this again. That's how good we stay together. So there's a lot of we gonna do this and we gonna do that and we gonna, and then when you go home you say, well, can you make the next? Oh no, man, I made the last one. But the entertainers still entertain. And the people still have to get an ass kicking to go out and vote. So I'm saying to you this evening, this is very, very serious. People are not going to sing for you for nothing. Politicians are not going to stand up here again in group of 13. I wish they'd dance, because I want to see which one didn't have rhythm. But you know where you are. I watched all of you. I watched you when Congressman Diggs stood up here and made a speech, and you started filling your mouth with nourishment. And you're just busy talking. There's some niggas out there took some other people's tables. They did it to my wife one time. We went out there to the Urban League football game. Because we didn't show up at 8 o'clock, we had $7 tickets. Cat with a $2 ticket said, the game started at 8:30. You ain't here at 8:30, you move, you lose. Yes, we're together. All of you are together. Ain't but one person together, and that's Ossie Davis, just left here, poured his heart and soul into a beautiful speech so you can make the sign, give a half-hour handshake to each other, and then walk out and still be a nigga. You got to tighten up your ship. Tighten up your game. Because it just doesn't end here. And you don't need speakers every day to tell you who you are and where you have to go and who's cheating you. You have to stop blaming people. You can't blame the Jew who owns the store unless we should go over there and take his store over, because there ain't but 7 of you in this place can run a store. With a moment like this, I don't know how many of you brought your children. Leave them at home so they won't know anything about what you saw tonight. And how many of you are going to tell your children about what you saw tonight or what happened? Only thing that we can remember, because we were kids listening to Joe Louis knock people out. You understand what I'm saying? And somehow our children will still believe that you get to be a doctor by being on television. That an architect has to be white to draw buildings. It's got to start with the young too. Our young. Kids taking dope today. They were taking it yesterday. Only reason why everybody knows about it now is because white kids are involved heavily. Ray Charles can't make the money he used to make because Joe Cocker's doing it. Can't blame white people. It's because who are you looking at? Who are you paying your money to support and see? So when you leave here, depends on just how long it's going to take you before you go back to being a nigger. I'll be here next year. I'll be here for every caucus that ever exists, even if they only have one. I want to now tell you that my children are in school, and they get me in a lot of trouble, mainly because they're so outspoken. School they're in teaches them that if they smoke, they're going to die of cancer. Kids don't know when to stop. They go around and tell anybody, see you smoking, you're going to die. You're going to die. They sing a song to you, you're going to die. I was driving my car, pulled up to a light, guy pulled up beside me smoking a cigarette. My daughter started singing, you're going to die. The guy looked over and said, oh my God, Panthers. Now the band can't laugh because you're being paid tonight. Every time you see musicians at a benefit, they are being paid. I'm gonna pull the covers off these dudes. This is the strongest union in the world. If they had to play a benefit for the United States of America, they would be paid. So you don't laugh. Now wait a minute, you gotta look at this band now. No, wait a minute, wait, just take a look at the band. Now, it is a proven fact that all black people have rhythm. Look at the drummer. Now that's what I call integrating. We have done it tonight. Sir, I hope your licks are good. All right, we're going to start it and get it on here because it is running late. We're way past CP time. And you're really late when you run past that.